Welcome back to What Arty Nibs with General Disturbance. This is a GW E100. It's the Tier 10 German SPG and we're located on the south spawn of Fisherman's Bay. And this SPG is under the command of Captain Ashstorm. Now, what can I tell you about the GW E100? Well, 21cm howitzer. As some of the Hurricanes are destroyed. That's it, get out of the way. Big guy coming through. Oh, careful not to damage that Hurricane. Well, it was actually the SPG that was supposed to be built based on the E100, which was part of the E series of tanks that were being built by the Germans to standardise their tank production. So it's basically the same E series tank but reversed, with the engine up front and the gun at the back. And it looks like Captain Ashstorm is found his firing position up near that bank, right at the back of the map. Okay, he's just adjusting and looking for a target. And he's looking at the centre line. Oh, there's an FV4005 Stage 2. That's commonly known as the ship barn. Okay, he's dialing in on target. Rounds out. Direct hit! 1,190 hit points with his first shot. My god, that was good. 31.51 seconds on the reload. You only get 30 rounds in this battle, and there's no way you're going to be able to fire all of those. In fact, it's one of the few arties in the game that you probably would actually be able to fire all shots if you had the time, but of course you don't. Now, I think there was a T-57 Heavy there a short second ago. We lost sight of him, but we now can see a Type 5 Heavy. There's the T-57. Fires a round out at the Type 5, but he doesn't pull forward, and he splashes the T-57 for more than the Type 5. T-57 lost 253, the Type 5 lost 23. Right, we've got a Batchat 25 ton next to the windmill, and he's being faced by Jägeru, the Jagdpanzer E100, which is the tank destroyer version of the E100 tank, the E series. He's trying to get a shot, waiting for the reload. It's loaded. Rounds out, and the Batchat moves forward. Oh! Where he was very lucky not to be hit by that shot, but he's still lost 261 hit points. And you can see he's not happy because he's pulling back. He's staying below that ridgeline as well. He must realise he's in tremendous danger. He's pulled up again to try and do a bit of spotting. Of course, he is trying to get shots for his team at the back. The Type 57, T-57 and the Type 5. But if he stays up like that, he's going to get hit. Rounds out. And that's a direct hit. And he got a fire. He actually got 537 hit points from the hit and 81 from the fire, and the Batchat's just been taken out. He was fixed in place. One of the critical hits tracked him, and then he was finished off by the rest of the team. It was the Batchat 25 on our team who actually managed to get the kill. Now, in the meanwhile, our Object 277 up at the midline has just taken out that FV4005, and we've got a shot on the Type 5 Heavy, but it was only splash, I'm afraid, and we did lose the Jägeru. He was just derped by the Type 5. There's a hell of a battle going on in the town centre. We'll have to keep an eye on that. It does help to have a big mini-map so you can do that, because you never know when you might need to run if the enemy turns up unexpectedly. Alright, Type 5's poked his head round the corner to do a derp, and received quite a few shots in reply. Captain Ashstorm's attention's been drawn to that Batchat 25 ton in the centre of the map. I think he's going to try for a splash. Oh! He hit the building. Still did 289 hit points of damage to the Batchat. Now, I think Wargaming ought to have more indestructible buildings in this game, and those buildings that were previously indestructible ought to be destructible if you apply enough force to them. I think it probably would be a lot more engineering to do the software for that, but it would make the game more worthwhile. If you hit anything with enough HE, it will go down. He's trying to get a shot there on the Type 5, but he can't see him at the moment. Nope, he's switched attention to the north. If you use your right hand mouse button on the mini-map, you can always switch to a new target. T-57 heavy. Can he get a shot through there? It's going to be very close to the buildings. It's probably not worth the shot, actually. Each of those shells are expensive. If he fires right now, he might hit the building rather than T-57, but he could splash him to death. And he doesn't need to, because the T-57 has been wiped out by our T-110E4. Going again for the back chat. Oh, no need to. He's been killed. There's the Type 5. Okay. Re-aiming, dialing in. A few seconds before we're ready. And there's also an Object 268 there as well. Rounds out. Oh, good. He hit both of them. He actually hit the Type 5, but he splashed the 268. And they've got stun on them as well. Now, we've conquered the city, but I think they're worried about that IS-7 in the centre. He's backing away from the centre now because he's actually under fire from two different sides. From just in front of him and from the side. So I think he's having to pull back. Rounds out. And a splash hit of 62. The IS-7 is stunned. He's pulling away. He's not going to be able to stay there for very much longer. He's probably wiggling as he goes, but... Oh yes, he's just receiving round after round. He's going to die. And he's gone down. The IS-7 got him in the end. But unfortunately, we just lost our Action 10 to the Conqueror gun carriage. And we're almost finished on reload. There are 3 enemy left. The Conqueror gun carriage, a Striv 103B, the Swedish flat pack, and the Progetto 65, the auto reloader with the Italian medium auto reloader with 4 shots in the magazine. And we're looking for that Striv. Where is he? Guerrilla's moving up. The Conqueror's probably in the dip. Oh, there's the Striv. Okay, we found him. Lining him up for a shot. Oh, no, he's been killed. The IS-7 got him. Now, where's that Conqueror gun carriage? He's probably in that dip area there. The water area. It's a favourite spot for Artie. It's difficult to know where they might be in that dip, though, so you can't just fire him willy-nilly. There he is. I found him. Rounds out. Oh, and the shell was fired before he was killed, but he was wiped out before our shell arrived. It's a long flight time from the other side of the map. It's 3.6 seconds. And the Progetto's not there. So he must either be in the northeast corner or he might be headed south. It's a possibility he's headed south because if he saw the rest of the team headed to the west, he probably thought, oh, I'll go south. Uh-oh, this is bad news. If he's not there, he might be headed in this direction. Oh, 6 cents gone off. There's the Progetto. Oh, and before Captain Ashton can get a shot out, the Progetto kills him. That's unfortunate. They didn't clean up the east side of the map before they headed west, and unfortunately that Progetto must have been in the northeast corner of the map hiding, waiting for them to find him to assault him, but he just didn't see them come in his direction, so he thought, well, I'll head south, and he went through the town, came out the other side, found Captain Ashstorm in his firing position, and yeah, claimed him. But, oh, he's drowned himself. That's very bad. Shouldn't do that. Vic Kovac, don't drown yourself. Fight it. Fight out. You might win. Even when there's a lot of enemy. And here's the end of battle results. It's a third-class tanker for Captain Ashstorm in the GWE 100. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. and a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other team members, and he did get the first spotting of that Progetto. He hadn't been seen in the entire battle, and so he was the first one to spot him. So let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage, 3,254 hit points for Captain Ash Storm. The Batchat 25, he managed to get 3,432, and the Object 705, 3,266. Best scorer on the enemy team is their Batchat 25, he managed 3,203 hit points. When it came to kills, it was the Object 277 on our team, got the highest number of kills, 3, and then there was a whole group of others who managed 2 kills, including the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it was the Object 705. He got 925, followed by the Batchat with 858. Captain Ash Storm came in with 761 hit points in XP in total. So let's have a look at detail report. Well, he only fired 9 rounds. He only got the time really to fire 9 rounds. 3 direct hits, 3 penetration, and 7 splash. Damage of 3,254 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He did receive 2 hits, both from the Progetto, and they were penetrations. He also spotted the Progetto, which means obviously that he picks up some extra points from that. And of course he damaged 7 of the enemy, but he didn't get any kills, which is why he got the Confederate. He hit more enemy than anyone else. So, damage to enemy vehicles stunned by him was 1,946 hit points, and that was off 10 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 62,873 credits, and after repair, ammunition resupply, and consumables, he only took away 5,811 hit points, credits rather. He received 1,142 XP, times 4 for the first victory of the day, meant he took away 4,568 experience points altogether. But I think actually the shot of the match must be that poor FB4005 right at the start. 1,190 hit points off 1 arty round. He must have been fuming after that shot landed, but there again he was spotted and he didn't take precautions to hide behind some cover. You need to do that. If there's arty on the enemy team, you need to find a position where you can hide and still get shots on the enemy, and if you don't, then obviously you've got to take the punishment. So congratulations, Captain Ash Storm. It was a good victory, apart from the fact that obviously you did get killed at the end. But if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.